the holiday less stressful?
Yes,
Oh,
less stress, more food, more time with the family.
and more delicious.
Yes, that part.
Okay, that's wonderful. So,
Alrighty, there we go.
Chef Rose, I guess the first question would be, when you have company come over,
Mhm.
how do you know how much to prepare for everyone? How do you guide that?
How do I guide that? Well, pretty much, my family, we can eat a lot. So
Me too.
whatever, a normal family can eat, say 6 to 8 people, and you might rule of thumb for me is, a portion and a half. So, you make room for seconds. With my family, we got to triple that because
And
we all
also,
like taking food home.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah.
Also, when my brother comes over or guests, I always like to send some home with a little goodie basket.
Yes. Yeah,
Right?
110%. So I definitely say knowing your audience, knowing your appetites, but always make a little more because if something is really, really good, I know I'm going back at least 2 times and I'm probably going to take something home. So
And it's a
and when it comes
holiday.
when it comes to the holidays, more is better than less.
I agree, but I
Yeah,
think that's good for everyone to hear. And
yeah,
also the defrosting. Now, when you
yes.
defrost, I don't like when you defrost and then all the, well, we used to call it beef tea, comes out. All the,
Huh?
you feel like you're losing so much flavor.
Yeah.
So how do you defrost so that it doesn't get all, you lose all of that? Or can you cook frozen?
Yeah,
You
definitely. I would not cook frozen. That is the first thing I would not say for sure. But you definitely, I can't stress the importance of planning ahead and following adequate thawing instructions because many people they buy their holiday ingredients a week or so ahead of time.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to the main course such as the steak, turkey, or Christmas or holiday ham. So first things first, I always keep my freezer stocked to the gills with my favorites from Omaha Steaks. So you can pull out whatever you need whenever you need it for any day or any holiday occasion. So with that said, the products they're flash frozen. So what that means is a lot of times, when you might go to a grocery store or someplace local, they might get it frozen, thaw it out, refreeze it, thaw it out, refreeze it. And when you're doing that, ice crystals are forming. But the great thing about the products here is we flash freeze it. So we press that little pause button on the peak of freshness. So you not only maintain great flavor, but you prevent waste because you can thaw only what you need. That's one. Secondly, you want to make sure you pay attention to thawing instructions because what you said as far as the inconsistencies when you opened it, when you thawed it. So you want to get rid of all of that. So you make it easy with easy to follow thawing instructions.
Right.
So you want to take your protein ahead of time, take it out. And for best results, you want to thaw it in the fridge. So for your bigger
Yeah.
roasts, your hams, your turkeys, things of that nature, you want to put those in the fridge for at least 3 to 4 days and let them thaw out gradually and let all that water come out of the roast. You don't want to do it at room temperature. So by doing it, thawing it out low and slow in the fridge, it's going to retain all those juices and that's flavor. We all like flavor, but no stress, no worries. If you
And you
forget,
don't want to do it in warm water.
yes, no warm water. You do it in cold
No.
water. Yep, exactly. I was getting to that right now. You beat me to the punch. But
I'm
yeah, no
sorry.
warm water, cold water. For quick, safe thawing, you want to soak it in cold water while it's still sealed, so water's not getting in there. And this method is ideal for your smaller, medium cuts of meat and poultry. But those 3 steps right there, as you already know, those are the best ways to go about thawing your proteins.
Okay. And are you preparing anything today? Or
Today, I made these beautiful steaks and pork chops and caramel apple tartlets. So this is my lunch right here. This is my lunch.
oh, that looks good to me. Now, a lot of people get frustrated because they feel it's the holiday, they have to do everything homemade.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that? Homemade and a little help prepping, or
Yeah, that is actually one of my biggest holiday hacks. And there's no shame in the game in not making everything from scratch because, the holidays are about family, togetherness, happiness, joy, giving gifts and receiving gifts, just enjoying time with family. So the less time in the kitchen means more time with family, more time with friends, more time you're sipping eggnog. So I definitely recommend doing homemade and definitely doing, a combination of homemade and pre-brought or
Oh,
pre-made stuff as well. Correct.
yeah, a little help goes a
Yeah,
long way. You're right.
true story.
Like the
Yeah.
Beatles said, a little help from your
Yeah.
friends.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And how about the gifting? I mean,
Mhm.
I think that would be a wonderful gift to give. I don't know who would not love to get Omaha Steaks.
Oh yeah, definitely. And being the executive chef, I'm always receiving products to recipe test and try out new things and create new things. So I always get excited as much as I get them. Whenever you see that white cooler show up at the front of your door on dry ice with that big Omaha steak symbol, I get excited. So, the holidays, nothing really screams holidays more than a culinary experience, a food experience. And 8 out of 10 people say that food related gifts make for great cooking and meal experiences. So we got you covered. We run the gamut with the pre-prepared items. You have the steaks as well. You have poultry, you have the hams, you have the roast, and we have really great packages right now available in specials, Christmas packages. And for that person, likes meat, but not really sure what cuts of meat they like, gift
Mhm.
cards are really great too. They can go on there and pick what they like.
And I think there's, like you said, there's nothing better than getting something from the heart that they could sit
Yes.
down and say, "Oh, this is so delicious. Thank you." Right?
Yes, I
Um,
agree. For the heart, for the mouth, and for the stomach.
yes. Instead of
Yes,
worrying and giving something that no one will use, this is
yeah,
not going to go to waste.
true
And
story.
there's a website to go to find out more and to
Yes, yes,
find
yes,
recipes
yes.
as well.
As always, everything we've discussed today in our great conversation, head to omahasteaks.com for a variety of offerings, recipes, tips, and ensure you're stocked and ready for the holidays. And as well, you want to go ahead and take advantage. This month, we have fantastic deals, including 50% off site-wide and holiday packages. So for all your needs, omahasteaks.com.
Omaha Steaks has it covered, right?
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
thank you so much. I loved seeing you again and speaking with you again. I really do.